Hello, America. Once again, I am Nate doing my TNA weekly review. We started out with the ECW gang in the ring. I'm kind of getting on this bandwagon. During this whole speech, I've never seen... one time I've seen the crowd as loud and as into it as they were. Oh my god, huge pop for these guys. I think the loudest time I've seen the crowd at the Impact Zone, which is when the Dudley Boys came in, and they just tore house over Jeff Jarrett and AMW. It was James Storm. I think it was, I want to say Kaz. They went on to rename the group EV 2.0, the gayest thing they could ever have done. I think it's just, I mean, they think the Nexus can come up with a cool name, so we can make a cool name. EV 2.0, I didn't really care for it. They had no problem dropping the ECW name 4 or 5 times last week, but it's what they want to do, I guess. If they're going to get sued by calling them ECW guys, then they're going to get sued. So, you could have came up with something better than this, is all I could say. Devon is in the ring. He wants to call out Brother Ray because everybody believes that the show would not be the same without Bubba Ray Dudley, which, if you remember, going back to One Night Stand 2005, that is the case. Dudley Boys put on that show. Bubba Ray was a big part of that. He came out, you didn't know which way he was going to go. I love the fact that ECW boy Taz got up on the mic and he just told him, he went straight Nike on him. You know what, Bubba? Just do it. And he did. And that's great. And I'm jumping on this ECW bandwagon. This is, I'm ashamed of myself that I'm not going to be buying this pay-per-view. I don't have the money to do it. I'm going to go to Oxfest tomorrow. I'm pumped up for that. That's $43 out of my pocket. I'm not going to be able to afford this next pay-per-view. Let's see about the next one when we go back to just TNA wrestling. Hogan comes out. Hogan, I mean, I appreciate the push that you're giving these guys, but stay out of it. I hope Hogan, just leave it alone. I don't really care for Hogan and TNA that much anyways. You drew fans. The fans are there now. They're not going to go away just because if you leave, so just go. It's okay, Hogan. We thank you for coming. Appreciate it. Every time Abyss interrupts anybody, you know it's going to be something good. I'm only saying that because I'm a huge markout fan for Abyss. I love Abyss. Keeps talking about what they're going to do. What's he heard from them? It's not the ECW guys. They established that once the ECW boys jumped in the ring, and attacked Abyss. But he says he's got plans for them. What's he gonna do? Well, he's got plans for Tommy Dreamer, and Tommy Dreamer, you didn't have to ask for it. You're Tommy Dreamer, for fuck's sake. Just say, you know what? It's you and me tonight. Let's do it. Dixie, can I please do... Hogan, can I please fight Abyss? Tommy, that's... No, you got a bigger reputation than that. You don't gotta do that. Cut to a promo. Another awesome promo with the beautiful people. More friction between Velvet Sky and Madison Rayne. You know it's gonna blow up, but they're kind of just putting it off right now. Yeah, they kiss and make up, and it's really cool to see that. Girls kissing... No, I'm sorry. Yikes. I love Lacey's kind of torn between the two. I don't really care for her playing the dumb blonde of the group, but just... Who are you going to go with, Lacey? That's a good question. Who's Lacey going to go with when Velvet and Madison break up? You don't know what's going to happen there. Match number 1, we have Sarita versus Angelina Love. I thought it was an okay match. I think the pace was too slow for Sarita, and she totally out-wrestled Angelina Love. I don't like Angelina Love as a wrestler. I think she's only in the ring because TNA's giving her a push. The belt should be on Sarita. I love the fact that Sarita's got a new outfit. Makes her look more heel. You can't really look heel in a pastel blue, pretty little outfit. I thought it was hot. I loved it. I'm sorry to say that Sarita did not win the match, and you will again see Angelina Love face Madison Rayne for the Knockouts title. This time I don't think I don't see Angelina Love putting up the career bullshit against the belt. So we're going to see what happens with that. And so Angelina Love wins that match. Orlando Jordan, glad to see him back. Excellent wrestler. And EY. EY's playing the story. Hi, Will Kitchen. You know you were in here? Anywho, EY's playing the whole knocked in the head cuckoo thing. Nobody knows what that's about unless you've been watching Explosion, which I haven't. I'm gonna be looking for Explosion on YouTube, see what's going on there. And so it's funny to me. I don't know where this is going. I hope this can work for EY. And judging by watching that match, it worked for EY. I'm loving this. Inc versus Orlando Jordan and Eric Young. Inc won the match, but I was not paying attention to the match whatsoever. I love the mannequin in the corner. Tag me in, I'm the mannequin. So Orlando Jordan ends up tagging the mannequin. He misses EY. EY throws the mannequin in the ring. Orlando Jordan gets pissed at Eric Young. Eric Young's yelling in his face, "He's a legal man. He's a legal man. You're not." I loved it. It was funny as hell. Good lord. Well, so I'm gonna be checking out Explosion to see that little bump head injury. Not just for the injury, but to see what Explosion is really about. I don't know if they got storylines going on over there, or it's just like maybe they're SmackDown. I don't know what's going on. Excuse me. So you got Fortune in the ring now. Checking my time here. Ric Flair obviously names Beer Money as the final two in the Four Horsemen. And Beer Money, love them. I'm glad they're in. And they're very confident, not cocky. They're very confident saying that the more belts are going to go into Fortune, which I believe at the pay-per-view after the Guns win the Ultimate X match, Beer Money's going to bring the belts to Fortune. They're going to give Fortune a big push, and they're going to be a big powerhouse in TNA. Next week, Ric Flair and Jay Lethal on Impact. I like the idea simply because it was not supposed to be on the pay-per-view to begin with. Let them settle it on Impact. It is not a pay-per-view quality match, those two. It could have been, but it wasn't, and so it was just going to be a regular Impact match. Let's see how good that is. Kaz made a comment about TNA Galaxy. This is a stupid slap in the face of WWE. Don't get me wrong, I don't really care for WWE that much, but they got their WWE Universe, and Kaz made a reference to TNA Galaxy. The best thing TNA could do right now is just leave WWE alone. Just leave them alone. Don't make any references toward them. Don't say anything that will make you think, hey, WWE had something like that. Oh, just be TNA. Everybody's saying it. You don't have to fight WWE to be number one. You got the best fans in the world. WWE fans don't get that excited at their shows. You get big pops for Triple H and John Cena. But they're not into it as much as TNA. Dixie said it best. They have the greatest fans. They obviously don't have as much fans, but you don't need that. You've got the best fans. I'm one of them. I don't watch TNA because I'm in the TNA Galaxy. Sorry, I just watch it. So the global title gets changed once again, and I believe it was AJ Styles that changed it from the Legends title to the global title, and every time he gets it, he wants to change it. But I was happy. Mark out moment right here when I'm taking notes, and I dropped the pen. I'm like, are you serious? TNA finally has the television belt? Unbelievable. It's going to give us some big credibility. Whoever has the belt, if Rob Terry gets a television belt, he's going to get a heavier push than when he had the global belt. Nobody really cared about the global belt. Everybody cares about the TV title. Every company that had a TV title, it meant something. ECW had it. Did WCW have a TV title? I think they did. And that was a big belt in my mind. Kurt Angle interrupts. Just flat out, AJ, you are next. And I never really thought when Angle was climbing the ladder that eventually he would run into the global champion or television champion. And if he's going to make us number one, Angle's going to have a belt around his waist. When he gets to number 5, he's going to be the television champion. Kurt Angle's next champion, right there. And it's going to be good. Next match is match number 3 with the Motor City Machine Guns against Beer Money. Now, when I hear Guns Beer Money coming up, I already have it set in my mind. best match of the night. And I was a little disappointed at first. Cage match is good. One, I do not like seeing a referee in a cage match. There's no point in that because I don't think there should be any pinfalls or submissions in the cage. It is escape only. Mostly because both men have to escape. If one guy decides to leave, great, he's out of the cage. Their team is halfway out, but you leave your team, your teammate in there 2-on-1 against whoever you're facing, and that's a good factor in a match. Tagging, having the tag when there's a steel cage around the ring, I think a steel cage match should be a brawl. Robert Roode got bloodied out right in the beginning of the match. Heavy blood flow. I love it. I love steel cage matches with heavy blood flow. Roode could have used a Tampax. I'm going to stop this right here. We're going to go to part 2 in a minute once I